Am a recovering pickmeisha, and you want to know who I wanted to be picked by so bad? Emotionally unavailable men. And it wasn't until I started doing my shadow work that I realized that I wanted to be chosen by emotionally unavailable men because I wanted to prove to my ego that I was worthy. I didn't have an internal sense of self-worth at that time, and I needed my validation of my worth to come from external, to come from in society. As a woman, as a young woman, our worth and our worth and our validity, our value is literally supposed to be tied to being chosen by a man. And I fell for that, and I was brainwashed by that and deeply conditioned by it. On top of that, adding a little bit of, attachment, anxious attachment style, abandonment wounds, relational trauma, etc. Oh, if an emotionally unavailable man chose me, baby, if I could just get one to choose me, that would finally mean that I was worth something. That would finally mean that I was worth this arbitrary value. I have no idea actually what it meant, but it meant that I was valuable in the eyes of society. And once I realized that was a trick, once I realized also that it was all for my ego. But you see, my ego has been so deeply conditioned by society, by my environment, by everything that I'm absorbing, literally Disney movies, princess movies from a young age, telling me about who I am as a girl, as a woman, my identity, my place in society, all these things that are just false, all these things that are a part of the illusion. For me, to never know my true power. And once I started waking up from that by doing my shadow work, and if you are ready to do your shadow work and finally wake up, get my shadow work journey, Return to You. The link is in my bio. I'm going to help you literally wake up from all of these illusions. And once I realized that this needing external validation is something that my ego was attached to, and I never needed external validation. And once I actively started choosing myself, everything changed. Emotionally unavailable men are unattractive to me. They turn me off because I finally learned how to start choosing myself and validating myself from within rather than waiting to receive that from somebody else outside of me. And my ego doesn't run the show. It's like my higher self knows that I'm already chosen. My higher self knows that I'm already whole. And that's the most important thing to know in this life. That is your power.